Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, the off season of this year, I want to talk about and then get into the super team. So I want to set it up like this. I'll pretend I'm like the lawyer here. Listen, guys, understand, we're about to have like a casual conversation. And when we do so, we might say things like, yeah, exactly. We might say things like, so you talk to Caps, but obviously what we mean is you went to G2 and said, let's get Caps. And then they, through all legal means, contacted Fnatic and said, could we please request, you know what I mean?
Well,
anyway,
actually, Caps is
that one he was a free agent. But yeah, the point is
actually a free agent. Yeah.
So the point is though, whenever we have these conversations in this episode, guys, that's what we really mean. We're just going to say it like he just talked to this player though. That's a half a joke, half true. Right. So the question on this one is though, I've heard something hilarious, dude. I think it was Carlos who told me this. This is actually really funny because people don't know this story. Is that when it was obviously initially Fnatic didn't actually know that like, oh, they're trying to like steal both mid laners. They're going to have you swap to ADC and he's going to be mid. So I heard that when they heard, oh, G2's talking to Caps as well, they were like, oh, in that case, we request to talk to Perkz. And they really thought they had a chance to get you, but they didn't know the whole time. It's like you guys were just laughing, like thinking like, you were never going there, right?
No, it's true. No, I would never ever go there. I mean, actually, we wanted to get upset first.
Okay.
Like, we actually wanted to get upset first. But like, Schalke was basically, they were jailing him. Like, they were asking some crazy amount. Like, I don't know, it was like 700K or something like that. At that time, okay, now it's still a lot of money, right? By that time, that was like, wow. That means like, bye-bye, we don't want to talk to you. That's what it means, you know? Like, kind of. But like I told this to Miki as well, and I honestly, like, I can say it now, you know, at the time, like, it's already so far away. I was like just kind of like entertaining, like I was just entertaining the idea of me going bot more, even though like initially I just wanted to get upset Miki, like, okay, let's get upset Miki. Okay, we're gonna have a super good team next year. Okay, but then I was thinking like, what if I do something crazy, you know, like what if I spice things up, like, because this was like my other plan, and it was like, the more I was thinking about it, the more I wanted to do it, you know. It was like the thing where like, okay, he's free agent, okay, we both made really far into roles, okay, I think we are both super good, and I think it's gonna be fun. Like, and I got the ego for the AD carry role from like Hylissang actually. Like I remember I was playing solo queue with Hylissang, and he told me like after the game, oh, your Xayah is better than like 70%, 75% of LC Xayahs, and then I was like, wow, really? Thank you, thank you. And I was also finally I was also duking with Reckless in the beginning of year, and he was playing a lot of Janna, and I was playing like Tristana. We were playing Janna Tristana, and he was like, "Dude, your Tristana is so crazy." And then maybe they didn't even know what was gonna. I didn't even know what was gonna happen. Like
the joke there is Hylissang in the off season. He didn't know
exactly,
it.
Exactly. They just didn't know that I was gonna beat them in finals the next 3-4 times. You know.
Exactly.
So they put it on themselves, kind of. But yeah, as I was thinking, that was like after Worlds, right? As I was thinking about it more and more, I was just kind of like, wow, this sounds just like really crazy. Like we have to do it, you know? Like so at the time, even if we could get upset, like maybe would have like changed mind, you know, and just go for this anyways, just because it's something that like, it just doesn't happen. Like it won't happen. Like it just doesn't happen, you know? So I was like, okay, this is also a chance. Like, honestly, like what people don't know, and like people say, oh, it was such a like humbling move, or like, okay, it was a humbling move, right? But it wasn't really a humbling move because it was like, it was out of ego, you know. I wanted to do it so I can like kind of like prove to everyone in the world, I guess, that like, oh, I'm the only player in the world who can play 2 positions at world class.
You know why that's hilarious? Like, you touched on it, but the joke is, the fan assumes, right? What you really did in that moment is you were the only player ever who was like, got his rival and was like, you actually are better than me, you know, take my role. Like, I just want to win. Yeah. But it's the opposite. You were like, nah, I can actually be the best at AD as well. Like, I'm better than that.
I was actually thinking, okay, like my thought was like, okay, at the time, right? Obviously, I swear, guys, I'm not as narcissistic anymore. I promise. Okay. But at that time, I was thinking, okay, this tournament, I think, like I was saying, I think I'm the best mid. Like I had like ego over Rookie as well. I was like, okay, I was thinking, okay, he just won because the Shy is better. Okay, and okay, this was like, I had a really good tournament. So now, if I can just do this on AD carry role, like, if I can just play well AD carry role, I'll be like really insane, you know, like I'll be like a really, really good player. So that was basically like a lot of ego into me going bot lane, because I wanted to just like prove kind of like to everyone that I'm just better than them. It was like, oh, I can go play a role and I can do it better than you. And honestly, if I had a chance to play another role, I would do it too, because that's the kind of ego I have. I had, but yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like that. Yeah, honestly, like it's. I know it sounds crazy. I know it's like a little bit narcissistic as well, but it was just like when you're a competitor, you just want to like prove others you're better than them, like kind of that way, right? It's like it was never. It's so hard to say it after that club country, but like it wasn't about the money for me. Like it wasn't about the money for me. It was just about like proving everyone that I'm better than them. Now I haven't won a title in like this year, right? 2021 I did, so 2022 I didn't win a title, and it's like the first year in like 4 years I didn't win a title. So I kind of want to win a title again this year, and prove everyone else I'm better than them. But yeah, right now we're a bit struggling in scrims, so let's hold that off for like some next interview. But yeah, that was kind of the story. Yeah.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or be a pleb and don't.